Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Teacher Ben, and in this lesson, we are going to talk about introduction to information sources. Now, information sources, these are any materials, records, or documents that provide data or knowledge on a particular subject. Now, under information sources, they are just materials or records or documents that provides us with the different uh, 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 that that provides us with the different research points. Now, under sources, we have two types of sources. One, we have the primary source, and two, we have the secondary source. But this time, we are going to focus on on the primary sources. Now, on primary sources, we say that primary sources, these are sources that gives direct or first-hand piece of work, evidence created by at the time of event. Now, that provides the first information at the time of event. Now, after that, we are in this. You say is a direct first-hand piece of work of evidence created at the time of event or by someone who directly experienced the event. So these are primary sources. It gives us raw data, the first information where the event occurred or at that very time exactly, and gives us direct experience on different what on different fields of work. So what do we say? It tells us what are the characteristics of this primary source, since it gives first-hand what information. One, we are talking of originality. Now, originality here means that first, to provide the needed information. It is the first source. It is the first event that to provide the original information. Two, we talk of raw data. Raw data here simply means that it presents raw or unfiltered information. It gives you the exact information the way it is, not with the case with the primary, no, not with the case with the secondary sources. We have unmediated evidence. Unmediated evidence tells us that there is no any other interpretation or analysis of the information. This information, it does not need any interpretation. It does not need any media, like maybe via radios, via TV. It does not need any channel. It gives us the original information, which does not need to be interpreted by anyone. And then lastly, we talk of the time related. Time related here, that they are tied to the time when they happened. The exact time when they happened is the information you get is exactly the very time it happened. This is what we call what the primary sources. We have their X6. Those are the ones. And lastly, we look at the what? At the examples. Now, what are the examples of these primary sources that gives first hand and direct information and gives a direct experience of the event which happened as the exact time? One, we talk about the documents. Which documents? We say one, historical documents. Two, we talk of the legal document. Three, we talk of the personal letters. And lastly, published newspapers or magazines. Those are the kinds of documents which gives us the direct or the first-hand information. Secondly, we have creative work as an example of a primary source. Creative work here we shall get in novels, we shall get them in poems, or artwork, or a song, or music composition. Thirdly, we have oral histories or interviews. Now, this one gives us what we have testimonies or interviews. When someone comes and interview you, when you give a testimony on the things that happened at that time, you're giving what uh, oral history or a primary source. We come and talk about the artifacts. Artifacts here simply means the clothings from uh, specific cultures, e.g. we talk of the pottery from ancient worlds. And then lastly, we talk about the scientific data. Now the scientific data here, we talk of the raw data from scientific experiments, e.g. original laboratory notes or the work that we get from field studies. Dear colleagues, I would like to end here for today. We shall pick up in the next lesson. I remain as teacher Ben. I wish you the best and always continue following me. Thank you so much for your time. I wish you the very best.